YouTube. Preparing to live stream webinar. Let's give it a few more minutes. All right, welcome everyone to the ANWEB COVID-19 Vaccines Outreach and Education webinar. Today we have with us Isioma Medowa, President of ANWEB Dallas chapter. She is going to walk us through how we can schedule our COVID-19 vaccines online. We want to do this because we know that a lot of our minority population struggle with using the internet. So this is going to provide a hands-on demo for how you can schedule your COVID-19 vaccines online. All right, Isioma, please go on with the webinar. Thank you for doing this educational outreach event today for ANWEB.
Thank you so much, Ogechi. I'm glad to be doing this. So you're welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come on here and just learn. We're really passionate about this. We know how the whole COVID thing affected our communities and all that. So we are here today to show you how to schedule your vaccine, and it's very easy. It's I would go through vaccines.gov and CVS. That's like everywhere, okay? But before we do that, I'd like to quickly refer you to our website. It's anweb-usa.org/COVID. Well, the site for the survey, we really would like you to do this. It's anweb-usa.org/COVID-19-vaccine-confidence-survey. Okay, I know it's a mouthful, but if you go right there as we are speaking, you can see a survey. It has different languages. It's very easy. And we just want to know as much as we can about you. It's going to be talking about asking you questions if you're vaccinated or not. You just click boom, boom, boom. It doesn't take too much time. I am, so I'll just say yes, and I'll go on and say first booster. And if not, we just want to know, have a feel, because we know it was how sensitive it is. We want to know what's on your mind. We want to so it doesn't have any of your personal details. It's just the date of birth, because we're trying to have like data. Okay, so please feel free, go in there, help us, just fill it, and we'll be very glad to review what you have put in there. Okay, thank you. So right away, I'd like us to quickly head to the CDC website. And if you type in cdc.gov, it will take you to this place. If you search for vaccines, it will take you here. And it just shows what you can do, it just gives you some information that would guide you in what to expect when you're scheduling anywhere. It's going to be asking you pre-scheduling questions, okay? And you can go through that. And I'm going right through quickly because there's a lot of stories there, and it would show you how to find a clinic. You have to select a date. So when you're going to, and I'll do it practically with vaccines.gov and CVS, okay? So you can see how easy it is, but this is just telling you what it takes, the kind of questions you'd be asked, what they need to register for a COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, so before we do the practical one, I also want to encourage you. We have community conversations every month, and that's where we discuss things that you might have as questions. So instead of staying in your own corner and just thinking about this vaccine and trying to understand what it is. Our web has made provision for professionals, people that are really into this, to talk to us and explain what it's all about and what we can do. And you have the opportunity to ask your own questions, and we don't care what those questions are. So please try to join us. We have one tomorrow and Sunday. We have it every month, so you can put that on your calendar and just show up and get enlightened, okay, get informed and ask questions to professionals who are well equipped to answer all your questions, okay? So we're looking forward to seeing you there as well. So one of the sites we would encourage you to go to is vaccines.gov. It's very simple. It's not a mouthful. Just type vaccines and .gov. It will take you to this page where it says, find a COVID-19 vaccine near you. And so let's click. So we're looking for vaccines and boosters. So let's say you've had your vaccines and you want to get a booster. That's where you click on it. And it brings you here, it would ask you for your zip code first. So let me put my zip code. Let me say it's 787. Okay, let's try this other one. 78664, for example. And it shows you a list. So when I took mine, we didn't even have all this, okay? So now you have for 6 months, 6-month-old, 5 to 11, 6 to 11, and you've got different kinds of vaccines that have been tested, and you know, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, Novavax, and the rest, okay? So it tells you what depending on your age, and you can do this to schedule for your kids as well. So you pick the one you want. So let's say I'm going to be going for Moderna age 12 plus. That's for 12 plus, and if you're till any age. So key details about this. So let's say you want to know more about the 6-month-old, because this is like the newest. You want to get more information, just go in there, click on this plus and get all your questions answered. But let's search for COVID-19 vaccines, okay? Sorry. Moderna, yeah. Why is it kicking me back? Let me try 78717. Okay. And I picked, let's see. I'm just picking, I'm not saying you should do Moderna, I'm just picking, because that's the first adult one there. Search for COVID-19. Good. So you have to put make sure your zip code is there and it's correctly, and then you pick a vaccine. Now, when you get to, from my experience, when you get to the place, when you finally schedule and all that, while you're scheduling, when you get to the site of the particular place you're going for your COVID-19 vaccination, they might not have the exact one you want. They might have the others, Pfizer or any of them. So we're going to see what they have here. So you can see this one there's the first one that's 1.2 miles from the zip code that I put in there. You've got a phone, a number to call. Let's say you want to ask questions. That's why I told you it's very easy. It says Minute Clinic. This is CVS. Though Minute Clinic, I know that's CVS, okay? And it says in stock. Check appointments. You know, they have Pfizer for kids as well. Walgreens is here. It tells you what they have, you know. So there's HEB. So they're all over the place. So go through, look for the ones that are closer, either by the miles or maybe on en route your wherever you're going to. So you want to make it as convenient for yourself as you can. Sometimes they might not have enough time. So we'll go in there. You might not have the time that works for you. Come back here, click on another one. So let's start with this one. The next thing it's going to ask you is check appointment availability. So we click on that. Okay. You can go through you know, you can go through all that. Now it wants you to put the zip code again. Let's put this, because you've left the site for the vaccine.gov. You are now on the site of whichever company you want to, place you want to go to. So that's why we are doing this again. Okay, so find a clinic. It brings you back here again. Okay, So you're going to be checking to see what you want. So maybe we'll take the first one as well. Let's just do that. So this is here, and it says, okay, based on the, so you say schedule a visit. It's open until 5 p.m. I guess because it's a Saturday. So schedule a visit, click on it. And then we have to start asking questions. They start answering the questions. Okay, so this is the COVID-19 pre-screener. They want to know more about you. So answer these questions. All questions are required. Have you been tested for COVID-19 in the past 10 days? Whatever it is, I'll say no, I haven't, for example. Have you been in close contact with someone who has tested positive? I'll say no, because do you currently or have you in the past 14 days had any COVID-19 symptoms? You say no, so you just need a little bit of time because you're going to be giving your information, say about 5-7 minutes with So here, it's asking you questions like the service you want. So do you want for 18 plus? Do you want, so you're just going to, so let's just do that. This is post-vaccine. Okay. So remember, we're trying, this is testing, no, we're not testing COVID-19. No, we're not testing. So let's see, vaccine or injection, non-COVID. Am I missing something here? Just a minute. Because it's supposed to take you right to where the COVID, okay, and older, now offering second booster. Let's click this and see. Yeah. Okay, so it tells you what you need to know, check in the clinics, tell you what you need, bring your vaccine card. If you haven't done it before, you're going to be issued a card when you get there. Okay. Let's say 01/01/1990, for example. Say next. So you see what I was trying to tell you, that you might have just some dates that might not, let's say this doesn't suit you. Let's say you don't have time for the 27th, 28th, or 29th. You can try another clinic. It's not going to just leave you hanging. Excuse me, you can try another clinic, or we can go ahead and, but let's see. So with this, you can go on and just check, Okay, so let's select this so we can move forward. Just trying to show you what's going to be happening. Okay, so this is where you start putting in your information. It's so easy. Just put in your information, everything they ask for. There's nothing so difficult there. Your address, your gender, your contact details, and you click next. So you just keep following it, and then you eventually get your vaccine appointment scheduled. Let's see how CVS. So it's almost like this is CVS as well. Minute Clinic is CVS. You can see the, but let's say you already have CVS on your phone. There's a CVS app you can. So we are not recommending. We're not like coming here to speak for CVS. We don't work for CVS or anything. We're just letting you know what you can do. Walgreens has theirs as well. These people are just everywhere around you. So that's why I decided to try to use this one. And coincidentally, that's what was also available on the vaccine. Let's go back there, vaccine.gov. Where is it? Let's go back there and see what HEB looks like. So we don't say it's, because I'm still going to come back to, so you click on it. Remember what I told you, put in a zip code. Let's say I'm taking Pfizer and search, okay? So this is it. So let's say HEB. I don't know if there's HEB everywhere. HEB is in Austin and I think maybe San Antonio. I don't know if HEB is in Dallas. So maybe let's click on Walgreens this time. Book appointments. It's going to take you now to the site for Walgreens, okay? So you see how they try to make it easy as well, okay? So it says schedule vaccine appointments. Where does the patient want to get vaccinated? They put in, so you can go in and put your own zip code. We were using 787. Let's use this that we were using. And date of birth. We said 01 1990, for example. Next. So you can select up to 4 vaccines, okay, but we're doing vaccine COVID-19, okay? Next. No thanks. It's up to you, but for now, let's just focus on what we're doing. What type of vaccine is needed? So are you going for your primary series or for a dose or booster? Let's say primary series. So I think I like this site as well, okay? Has the patient received a dose? Let's say no. If you have, you can say yes, okay? Great, so here, these are the locations, okay? This says appointment starts August 27 today. So let's view times and see if we can schedule here. So you see what it looks like. This has so many options, 2:15, 2:30, 2:45, you know, and just make it as convenient as you can for yourself. Remember, I would advise that you give yourself some time so that after the vaccine, if you feel a little bit uncomfortable, like maybe like any other vaccine, you have a little bit of headache and all that, you can find time to just get a little rest or take Tylenol or something. So let's say 4:15 today. It says next. Schedule second dose. So this is so good because what happens is you don't have to come back again to schedule your second vaccine. So this is so good. That's why we picked on the series, right? So now you just say, you say schedule second dose. So you remember to go through your calendar and make sure that you have the time for that. So automatically, so see what it has done. Since we're doing it on August 27, it takes about 3 weeks for the next one, so it's giving me September 17th, for example, and you can still scroll. It doesn't mean you must take it that exact. You can scroll to a time that's convenient for you. But let's take this up. Let's say it's September 17th, 3 weeks from now, right? Or 2 weeks, is it? And I pick 4:30 again. So next, so you've ended up scheduling for 2 days. So you don't need to come back in here and redo it. So you can either sign in or create an account, which is advisable. So you can always just go in there and get all the information, or you continue as a guest. So why I say this was because when I was trying to get my booster shot, I wasn't ready for it, but I had scheduled my son for his own. And when I got there, I saw that they didn't have a long line of people in CVS. So I said, can I just get my booster shot now instead of rescheduling somewhere for another time? I'm here already. And because I had an account, and then I also had my paper, the form they give to you, the card they give to you to show you've been vaccinated and how many times you have, the date and all the information. I had that in my bag, and I also had an account. It was easy for them to pull out my information, and I was able to get my booster shot, okay? But otherwise, you can create an account, sign in if you have one already, or you continue as a guest. And they would ask for all the information, your name, your last name, your gender, contact info, they ask you all this, and you click on next. I don't know, Ogechi, do I need to fill this out? Is this okay? Do you think I need to, is that time? Let me quickly put my name.
You can just put dummy data, don't put your real name. You can put dummy data, maybe John Doe or something.
So let's say John, and we say Doe, and we say gender, male, email, John Doe @gmail.com, and phone number 512-555-555. Okay. Isn't a valid phone number? Okay, fine, one more 5. It can be valid. Yeah. And if you like to receive messages, I would say that you can always stop when you don't want, so you don't miss your appointment. They text you your appointment, they text you all that. So it's better you just click on this and you get reminded. I need to be reminded about everything. So I normally would click on that. And when I don't need it again, I click on stop or just ignore. Okay, so this is optional. Oh, it says required. So your race. So this is why we are doing this, because they want to know what's going on in everywhere around us. So this helps them know, okay, so I'm Black and African, or African American. So you click on that, that helps them. Ethnicity, none of this. Okay, so next. Good. So here we are. I'm not going to book so that they don't have a John Doe waiting. So here, make sure you check your information. You're reviewing your appointment details. You want to check, let's say you want to edit the vaccines, you can go back in and edit it. The date, you remember, oh no, I've got an appointment at 4:15 p.m. on August 27th. I need to change this. You can edit. So it's not like, oh, and let's say you remember you have something in September, you can go ahead and edit this as well. And like, it's not cast on stone. Let's say you take the first dose and you're not available September, you can reach out to them, see they have phone numbers, reach out to them and just reschedule. So this is the information, your email. You have to get your email right because they'll be sending you information. You have to get your phone number right, because that would really, really help. They would send alerts, send you information, reminding you about your vaccine, okay? So I really, really encourage that you put your phone number, check your age, check your gender. These are all important, okay? But you can edit. Let's say you remember, oh no, I'm not male, I'm female. Well, you just go in. I just wanted to crack a joke, okay? Make you laugh a little bit. So you can go in and do that. Otherwise, just click book appointment. So easy. So easy. You can do this for your family members. I did it for my family members because I wanted everybody, I was to go get vaccinated, okay? So that's Walgreens. The same thing for CVS. We already did CVS coincidentally when we clicked on vaccines.gov. So I don't want to go through that right now. I don't think it's necessary. It's the same thing. You put in your information, your address and all that. Let's quickly do this too. So there must be okay. So what address? So you put your address, you put the, all this stuff. And same thing, you go to next, they ask for the mobile number, just so that you can, and like I said, it says, yes, you can opt in for text, so you can do that or you can opt out, okay? But I recommend you put that in. Life is so busy, you need a reminder so you can get going and you can always get your information as well. So that is it. I don't know if you have questions. Do I quickly do this as well? Let's do a John Doe. Okay, let's see. 111. Okay. Triple drive. City, say Austin, state, Texas, zip code. So this one wants more information. For example, let's do that. Gender, female this time. Male. John Doe at gmail.com. Phone number 512-555-5555. Okay, and yeah. So you want to choose what you want. You want to leave that, you want this. Okay. Next. So here you go. Saturday, August 27 at 2 p.m. Remember, you can change visit dates. So can you see how easy it is? You can change service. You want someone else, you can go in there and change it. You can change and edit your details here. You can and see the information. It shows you where you're going, and all you need to do is confirm visits. So it's so easy, so convenient. And when you create accounts, it makes it so easy. So what CVS did was to get you to create an account. They didn't ask if you wanted to be a guest or not. You just created your account. So by putting your phone number and all that in an address, you already created an account. For Walgreens, you notice we didn't put our address, but when you're going to create an account, you have to put that as well, okay? So just take note of that. I'll stop here and see if there are any questions. If not, you know, I would encourage you. Yeah, please go on.
Thank you very much, Isioma. I'm watching to see if we have anyone in here that may have a question.
Okay. While you're doing that, I really would want to put up a confidence survey here. We want you to please go right in there.
Yeah, you
website.
can. Yes, and you can show them that they can get to the confidence survey by clicking on the button from our homepage. So instead of typing that long URL,
okay,
so if you go to the main homepage, if you click on home.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you for that. It's coming up. Why is it taking forever? Okay, yeah.
It's taking for, yeah. So
look at it. Look at our beautiful website. Okay, so I think you need to really come here first and just look around and see.
Yeah, we have the button right there in green, COVID-19 vaccine confidence survey. They can click on that, and it takes them straight to the survey. The default language is English, but if they prefer to complete it in Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, or Swahili, they can click on the corresponding buttons to get to those languages. Another thing we have, if you go back to the home page, we have a button that takes you to our COVID-19 outreach and education project. So if you scroll a little bit to the, yeah, so here, the next green button. If you click on the next, that one. So that is our page for this project. It has information about COVID-19 vaccines, specific information. The community conversation links, the button there takes you to all the previous community conversations that we've had. So you will see all the YouTube videos on the community conversations that we previously had. Isioma, you can click on the button.
Okay. Yeah.
So they can see that page. They can see your internet is kind of slow.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it's usually very fast. So I don't know what's going on today. Okay, I know why. I used my laptop. I connected it to my data, to my phone. I think it's still on that. Oh my God. I think, and I don't want to mess around with it, is using the hotspot from my phone.
Hugging all the,
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, I forgot to take it out. Oh, you see? Oh no.
Yeah, it says it can be reached. It normally times out, after a short period of time. But I think it opened it. Yes, if you scroll down. So these are the past conversations we've had. We had the virtual roundtable recently where we discussed about the impact of COVID on communities of color, right? And then prior to that, we had the presentation from Dr. Kunle Tometi, who shared information about COVID-19, what they are made of, and trying to dispel any myths or miscommunications that people have about those vaccines and what they are made from.
Yeah.
Isioma, I think you've done a great job. We don't want to keep our education webinars too long, so that people can really grasp what we are trying to present, and they can go back and watch those videos on YouTube if they missed it. So I think you've done a great job for today, sharing with us how we can schedule our vaccines online. Dr. Zinge, do you have any input before we sign off for today? Dr. Zinge, she's still muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can. Do you have any input?
Yes, just to thank again, Mrs. Isioma Medwa, you've done a fantastic job. Thank you. Then also just to direct those that do not have a computer or internet, or getting onto the internet, that they may also, I guess, walk-ins, because they do have walk-ins available, that they can also do that in their zip code or in their areas.
That's a great point. Yes. For those who don't have access to the internet or don't own a computer, you can walk into the closest vaccines clinic or pharmacy, and they will not turn you away. You will be vaccinated.
Correct.
We also have our hotline, which they can call. I think that number is on the website somewhere. If you scroll maybe to the bottom of the page, they can reach us by calling our hotline. Let's see. It's 469-428-7997 is our hotline. They can call us with questions or any problems that they are having with accessing COVID-19 vaccines providers in their area. We also want to welcome you tomorrow to our health fair. We have a health fair which will feature free screening, high blood pressure screening, blood glucose screening, free COVID-19 vaccines. A provider will be there to do that. And nutrition, wellness and nutrition education. So we welcome you to that event. More information will be shared on our Facebook page and the website and all our social media platforms. It's on Sunday, the 28th, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Dallas, Texas. I don't have that address in front of me, but I can share it on our Facebook page later on today, or it will also be available on our website. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Feel free to reach us on the hotline if you have any questions, comments, feedback. We will appreciate that. Thank you, Isioma, and thank you, Dr. Zinge, for creating time out of your busy schedules to make this event a successful one today. Thank you, guys. All right, bye for now. See you all tomorrow at the next community conversation with Dr. Bidamaka Obadan, correct?
Correct.
Yes, tomorrow's community conversation is at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the topic will be the COVID-19 vaccines and women, all right? We wanted to make it women as a whole, even though the idea going into having that event is to address hesitancy in pregnant women, COVID-19 vaccines hesitancy in pregnant women. We are going to make it more generic in the sense that we are going to say addressing hesitancy, COVID-19 vaccines hesitancy in women generally. And that will also include pregnant women. All right. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow.